My name is Umar Taslim. Welcome to Decoded. Let's get into it.
We're leaving Downing Street for the last time.
It's time to get off the stage
and offer my resignation.
I will shortly leave the job.
Thank you all very much. Thank you and goodbye.
The United Kingdom has been embroiled in a political turmoil for the past 2 years. From economic mismanagement to COVID and even parties at Downing Street, let's take a look at why there's so much instability.
That Boris Johnson is elected as the leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party.
Let's start with Boris Johnson, who was the man tasked to tackle all of these problems. But did he achieve what he wanted to?
I think not.
Why not?
Not really.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Johnson confirmed his resignation on the 7th of July following months of scandals, backbench disquiet, and policy U-turns. Replacing battered Boris was Liz Truss, but this was just the beginning of the political turmoil that ensued.
Liz Truss is elected as the leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party.
Truss promised low taxes and a high-growth economy and relied on her finance minister, Kwasi Kwarteng, to deal with the financial troubles that Brits were facing. Kwarteng's plan was criticized by the opposition and even the IMF, which said that we do not recommend large and untargeted fiscal packages at this juncture. Truss's dreams of achieving energy security, revitalizing the economy, and clearing the NHS backlog were all shattered when pressure started to mount.
I have a bold plan to grow the economy through tax cuts and reform.
Indeed, these were the first words when she took office, but that never materialized, and only after 45 days, Liz Truss resigned as the British Prime Minister on the 20th of October.
I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party.
When Truss resigned, there were many potential candidates who wanted to take over the coveted job. There was a likely return of Boris Johnson, Penny Mordaunt also came forward, and then there was number 10's all-time favorite, Larry the Cat.
Oh.
Let's cut the story short and talk about Sunak's background and how he has taken the world by storm, because he's the first British Asian leader of the UK. Now, one might wonder how he got to this role in the first place. Sunak's grandparents hailed from the Punjab state before the subcontinent was divided into India and Pakistan. They moved to East Africa in the late 1930s before finally settling in the UK in the 1960s. Sunak was born in 1980 in Southampton. His association with India and the Hindu religion runs deep. He's married to Akasha Murthy, who is the daughter of Narayana Murthy, the founder of tech giant Infosys, whose net worth is estimated by Forbes at $4.5 billion. Rishi Sunak is not just making headlines in the UK and India, but also in Israel. A few months ago, during a conservative Friends of Israel gathering, Sunak said that Jerusalem is undisputably the historic capital of Israel and that there is a very strong case to be made for moving Britain's embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem.
Jerusalem is Israel's capital.
Yes, look, I mean, to me, it's undisputed to be the historic capital.
Let's face it, Sunak has been given a colossal task of uniting his fragmented party and challenge accusations from the Labour Party regarding the government's policies and plans. So let's take a brief look at what these policies are. Benefits and inflation, tax for businesses, defense spending, onshore wind, planning and house building rules, commitment on the pensions triple lock, and immigration.